All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our first Tax Talk with Tom. Joining me today, I have CPA Tom Terranova from Terranova and Associates to spend some time going over the ERC um, Voluntary Disclosure Program.
Thank you, Bailey. It's great to be here, and I'm glad we're going to be talking about something that's very important to a lot of people right now, which is the voluntary correction program for improper ERC forms that were filed.
Yeah. All right, Tom. Well, let's kick things off. Many businesses are still getting to grips with the ERC. Can you do a brief overview of the program?
Absolutely. The ERC Voluntary Disclosure Program is a way for a taxpayer to return ERC funds that they received incorrectly due to unscrupulous tax return preparers, minus 20%. So you're going to repay 80% of the ERC credit that you received.
All right. So, with my understanding, too, March 22nd, 2024 is the deadline. Businesses are definitely feeling the pressure. And what do you think are the key steps that businesses should be taking when participating in the voluntary disclosure program?
Well, a lot of business owners know whether their ERC preparer is someone reputable and a professional that can be trusted. If you have any doubt, you should be contacting another professional to review what you filed. And at that point, you have the ability to file a form 15434 with other associated forms to actually return the ERC less 20%. And when you do such, that will totally wipe the slate clean with the IRS as far as your ERC. The alternative is to file an amended ERC so that you return whatever funds we believe may be inaccurate. So we are available at Terranova Associates to help people with this situation.
All right. And that voluntary payback minus 20% is super intriguing. I bet it is for a lot of businesses. Could you shed some light on how this works and how it provides the incentive for businesses?
Certainly, Bailey. It's a method for people to become transparent with the IRS and come into compliance. By doing such, they'll avoid penalties and interest for having an incorrectly prepared ERC and having to repay the ERC with penalty and interest in the future. So it is something that all taxpayers should review to determine whether they were unfortunately taken advantage of.
All right. It does sound really confusing and like there's a lot of information out there. So I think definitely giving you a call would probably be my best bet. But as we wrap up, Tom, any final thoughts or advice for businesses navigating the ERC landscape right now?
Absolutely. If you had an ERC preparer who you haven't worked with in the past for other tax situations, I would strongly suggest calling our office to have us review what has been prepared and what has been filed on your behalf. Because if you were unfortunately taken advantage of by an unscrupulous tax return preparer, this is your one time to come into compliance and avoid future penalty and interest, and of course, further investigation.
All right. Well, thank you, Tom, so much for sharing your knowledge. Knowledge is power. You can visit us at terranovacpa.com for more information and how to navigate the ERC. Until next time, this is our first Tax Talk with Tom. Let's stay informed and stay ahead.